Okay, Gorilla Sensei, this is a war arc, a shonen war arc. Can you stop killing people, please? This arc just keeps on giving, and I don't know when I want to stop. This arc has gotten so extraordinary that I don't want it to end at all. This chapter continues to give us the great thrills and chills, only to end with a sheer hype for the highly potential epic battle. I know Sorochi has to let us down with these hype characters and scenarios that certify them as badass and downright awesome. This arc has reached to the point that no one, and I mean no one, is joking around anymore. Not even the peace lover Sakamoto, because he is no longer in that mode. It's all or nothing. The extended scene of Takasuki's Roar Cry is a satisfying addition. It not only makes him a total badass as if he wasn't already, but the magnitude he is going for his fallen brethren is striking. One guard tells him that destroying the core could kill everyone in there, but Takasuki is like, so what? And proceeds to cut it anyway. I just love that shot of him saying that with blood tear. It has that tragic aura that surrounds him. It's all for their sacrifice, and nothing, and I mean nothing, will stop him. Sorochi is at it again with the thought of did they survive scenario. This one is different from Banzai and Takachi because those two did have a wonderful send off. This one is more of playing fans' emotion, though I have to admit I am deeply concerned on Takasuki and Matako's survival. Even if it breaks logic on how they survive, I just hope they're fine. Sakamoto is perhaps the main highlight when it comes to speech because this guy is scaring me as of late. I'm not even joking. I remember it was hinted that he can be cold in Mutsu backstory, but it was halted. Now we're seeing him in his dark glory. I got chills when reading his lines. He's either surrender now or everyone will get killed one by one, and he wouldn't mind doing so. I couldn't do his speech justice, but it's bone chilling without a doubt. It's the mix of his cold stares and dark tone words that made this scene epic. Speaking of epic, I hate to say it, but Ensho is alive and his performance already convinced me that he's not a pushover at all. In fact, I am highly impressed. It has to do with how Sorochi captures the hype very well. For starters, I knew it wasn't the end of him, but his response to Sakamoto is easily a nerve-wracking scene for the fans. I honestly thought Sakamoto took the hit and got heavily wounded. Unfortunately, that spot belongs to Mutsu. Ensho's dialogue does give that sinister vibe with a mind that has nothing to lose, or rather refuses to lose at all. The two worst types of people to come across in war are a person who refuses to surrender at all and a person who has nothing to lose. I can't help but think his line about his wife dying for him twice is haunting, which links to Mutsu protecting Sakamoto. Innuendo parry moment? This chapter gives more hype boost to Ensho and is very convincing on how strong he is. I like the fact Sorochi has this showing without telling display going with Ensho and his saber skill. You immediately can tell that he is quite masterful at using the saber. He even can split the saber into fireballs and shoot at them. That was brutal to see that guy getting his face melted. If that wasn't enough, his exchange with Katsura and Elizabeth shows how swift he can maneuver. The action is pretty good, and Katsura managed to hold up well, but clearly he needs a helping hand. Elizabeth helping out is always delighted to see, but it's not enough. Everything you see here is convincing enough on how strong Ensho is, and I can't wait for the next intense battle. The cliffhanger is so much hype. Not only Mutsu was taken out, but so as Elizabeth. Protecting Katsura from bullets was hard to watch. It's not them getting badly wounded that got me excited. I'm not that sadistic now. It's what leads to next. Katsura and Sakamoto are so pissed off now, and Ensho is so hell-bent to win the war, even if they have to crash the ship to Earth. What the hell is this guy's problem? But it all serves to make this major boss battle incredibly hyped. I already know what Kasura is capable of, but seeing Sakamoto in action got my full attention. It's funny because I remember somebody talked about Ensho being killed off in the last chapter and that would be disappointing. But now he's back up and he actually kicks ass, so here's your satisfaction. Sorochi has been on his A game with the artwork as of late. I love how he puts that high tension feeling moment with Ensho waking up and aim to kill Sakamoto with that saber. I don't think Mutsu and Elizabeth are dead, but their action is greatly appreciated. I can't forget the intensity from Takasugi as well. Just awesome. Ensho's performance is all show, enough to let you know his skills and capability is top notch, and I can't wait for the next chapter. This chapter is like a build up in a way for the major boss fight with Ensho. It also has great moments with Takasugi's dead set determination to win for everyone, Sakamoto being straight up badass, and the tense action display that leads to pure hype battle for the next chapter. It's kill or be killed. It's time to end this. I'm giving this chapter a 9. So much hype for the next chapter. I cannot wait. And supposedly this volume has nothing but deaths, and more deaths, and a lot of torment for the fans. That's always good to own, a volume of that, and no Gintoki. Touching. What are your thoughts of this chapter? Are you hyped to see the next chapter? Who are you looking forward to see the most in action, Kasura or Sakamoto? Me, I definitely looking forward to both, but if I have to choose one, Sakamoto, because I really loving his code display as of late. He's just been a badass. I'm heavily stunned to see how much he's been a badass ever since he came back to the scene. Now, he's going to have his own action, and I just cannot wait to see them destroying Ensho, and it will top it all off if we see Takasugi in action as well. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.